Hi guys, so we're here at Nizamiye Masjid. It's a masjid in Midrand, Johannesburg, South Africa. And whenever I come here, it just reminds me of going to the holy cities of Makkah and Medina. I was fortunate enough to go for Umrah in 2003 to visit the holy cities. That is a Umrah. And the architecture is actually Turkish. So there was a gentleman by the name of Uncle Ali who came to South Africa and said that he would want to build a masjid on in Nelson Mandela's land, which is South Africa. So he's put up the structure here at in Midrand, and we've been coming here ever since we've been living in Johannesburg. So since the masjid was built in 2010, we've been frequenting the masjid. There's just something about it that makes you feel at home. And now it's our holy month of Ramadan, and we come here to break our fast, as well as to read the night prayer, which is called the Tarawih, which is after our last prayer. We read 5 times a day, and they have iftar, or what we call iftar, breaking our fast. They feed anybody who comes here, so they give them a little bit of a meal. And when we were working, we're still working, but when we were in a office job, Nabia and I, we used to come here now from the third prayer of the day, which is around 4 o'clock, and we would stay till the prayer where we break our fast, which is at sunset, which is called Maghrib, and we would then stay on for the last prayer, as well as the late night prayer, which we call Tarawih, which I've just mentioned. And we didn't need to go home. Like I said, we just felt at home. We would sit here reading our holy book, the Quran, listening to others recite the holy book, the Quran, because some of the individuals who read, so basically the night prayer of Tarawih is when we recite the Quran, so the full Quran from start to end in the 30 days of Ramadan. So every night they recite the verses in continuation from the previous night, so page by page basically, until we complete the whole Quran. So these gentlemen have memorized the Quran off by heart, so they recite the Quran without any prompts and without looking at the holy book, and they recite it in our prayer. And so we listen to them practicing before, because of you need to practice anything before you go on stage, and they actually on the bigger stage because they in front of the Creator and they are reciting this. That's like the biggest stage to be on, besides the audience that they have, which is us who are behind them and listening to the recitation of the holy book, the Quran. And so it's a place, if you are in Johannesburg, if you do visit South Africa, it's nice to come here to the masjid. It's as I said, in Midrand. It's called the Nizamiye Complex. They do have tours for people that just want to see non-Muslims as well. It's not only Muslims that are welcome, non-Muslims as well. Anybody who wants to know about Islam, or just in general about the architecture of the building, because it's a magnificent building, almost from the Ottoman Empire. It's based on one of the masjids, or mosques as people call them, in Turkey. So you would see the architectural design on the outside as well as the inside, which is like the one of the mosques in Turkey. So a place to visit in South Africa if you are ever here. If you're here during Ramadan and you just want to get a feel of what it's like during Ramadan, come and break your fast. You don't have to be fasting, but just, enjoy the company, have a bite to eat, listen to the prayers that they're reciting, and yeah. And I'm Ziyaad from I Love Ziray.